Hello, welcome to this episode of MathMeowTics. We're going to talk about problem number 2. We're going to be applying the squares of a binomial. So we're looking for the, we have an outdoor patio that's surrounded by a brick wallway, as shown. So I have this, it's a x plus 6 by x plus 6 square area. And we want to be able to figure out what the area of the walkway is. Now, we're not actually looking for a value of x. We're really just looking for a formula that we're going to eventually build up into being able to actually use to actually solve something. Technically, I would be able to solve this once I know some further rules, but we're not quite there yet in terms of building this. So right now, we're just going to talk about any type of squares. Any type of squares, in order for us to find the area of the square, would be s squared. Well, our side length here, since we know that all sides are equal to each other, so our side length is going to be equal to x plus 6 squared. But now it says it's surrounded by a brick wallway, so we're really looking for this spot here that's saying it's about 3 feet, okay? Now, so that means that also, I'm going to subtract this area that's inside, this patio area. So that's that area that I'm going to subtract from the total area, the x plus 6 squared, to get this brown walkway area. So I'm going to subtract, well, from here to here is x, and also here to here is x, and that means that there is x, and that is also x. So then that's going to be that side length squared, so that's going to be x squared. So now, I just have a sum of a binomial and a monomial. So I'm just going to find my difference. My a is going to be x, and my b is going to be 6. So now I'm going to plug those into my formula. I have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So my a value is x squared plus 2 times x times 6. So times, I'm putting times in there, plus b squared, which is going to be 6 squared. So now that's going to, and minus, I can't forget my x squared. Okay, now look. The x squares are going to cancel because I have a positive x squared and a negative x squared there. So those are going to cancel out. So now I'm just left with 2 times 6, which gives me 12x, plus 6 squared, which will give me 36. Now, I can stop there. So I can say that the area of the walkway is 12x plus 36 feet squared. So that is the area. I can also simplify this a little bit more because I know that 12 is a common factor of 12x and 36. So I would reduce this to 12 times x plus 3 feet squared. Because when we start talking about it in terms of a graph, there's just a little extra for some of you who can go a little bit further in terms of finding the zero of a quadratic. This will kind of give you a preview. So what we would do is take this 12 and x plus 3, and we would set that equal to 0. Well, I would end up setting both of these. I would say 12 is equal to 0. Well, 12 is equal to 0 is 0. So that's automatically going to be 0. But then I can also take 12x plus 3 and set that equal to 0. Well, I solve for x. So minus 3, minus 3. So x is going to give me 3. So the value for x, in order for me to plug in here, would give me 3 when my value is 0. So if you notice, this also says that it's 3 feet. So, which is what we got. We got x is equal to 3. So, in reality, again, we weren't really looking for what the value was in terms of x. We're just looking for the formula and talking about terms of the area and finding it. All right, I will see you on the next video. See you later.